Yeah, this does happen. It is rare because scientific discoveries are rare. Most of it's just drudgery. Wasn't it Edison that said it's 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration? That's true. But there are a couple of things I do remember quite vividly. One of them was when I was on the Cassini mission. This is a mission to Saturn and an investigation of not only the planet but the moons and the rings. There is a kind of giant uh, moon of Saturn called Titan, appropriately. And I mean, it's really planet size. I mean, it's bigger than Mercury, and it has an atmosphere, mainly nitrogen. And when we first got there, we saw what looked like lakes at the North Pole, some kind of liquid. It's not water because water is rock solid there, but some kind of lake there. And, like scientists love to disagree, and we couldn't agree if they were really lakes. Maybe they were just like smooth sand or something. And one of the members of my team had observed an image we took of Titan, and it showed a glint, just like when you see the sun glint off of a lake or the ocean, in this very bright glint. The image that was taken by the instrument I was working on, which was a infrared spectrometer, showed this bright glint. And she sent this image around to just a few members of the team one night. And I remember seeing that on my computer, and there was this bright glint in the North Pole of Titan. And that was positive proof that this was liquid, that there was liquid oceans, where there were lakes on Titan. It was methane and ethane, not water. But this is the only object other than the Earth where we know there's actually a liquid on the surface. So that was one of them. I think that's probably the most memorable time when, here was a discovery and there was only maybe 5 or 6 people in the world that knew about this discovery. Of course, then we put out a press release in a couple days. But yeah, I mean, that was one such incident where you're just the privileged few that makes all the drudgery worth it.